Another great episode of Put You On Podcast. It is your host with the most, Sean Don, and I am here live on WJZZ, um, streaming on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and other social media platforms. Please like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. We have a very special guest tonight. He hasn't made it yet, but he should be walking through the door any minute now. This brother name is John Taylor. He is an herbalist, amongst other things. He specializes in herbs, sea moss, internal medicine, holistic healing. You know, and a lot of us has turned to holistic healing outside of taking medication and actually trusting what the doctor prescribes or the doctor's orders. So I'm going to let this brother get a little more in depth of what he does and who he is. I usually would cut straight into my interview, but seeing how he's not here, we will go into our news. We got a lot of news, man. I want you to know who I am first and foremost, and what my podcast does. My podcast, Put You On, is about introducing locals who's doing things, to say the least. Whether you got a business, a brand, or if you're selling something positive, or if you're trying to get something off the ground. You know, a lot of us don't get we don't get the platforms that we deserve. We don't get the publicity that we deserve, because a lot of podcasts and radio these days and a lot of media platforms is dedicated to people who's already made it, you know. So what myself and Roger at WJZZ is doing is we are giving the people a chance to come on and tell your story. So listen, we also have a telephone number, 313-355-6018. We want you guys to call in. We love the engagement from the audience. We need engagement. I am here. I'm doing my thing, but I would love to hear from the public. So if you can engage, if you can just give us 10 seconds, 5 seconds of your personal opinion on the topic at hand, that would help us. You know, and I want to talk to you. You know, I don't want to sit here and do all the talking for a whole hour, you know. Like I said, I usually will introduce my guests and allow them to, we'll cut straight into them, but since my guest isn't here yet, we will go straight into our current events. My current event this week is about Charleston White. I don't know if you guys know about Charleston White. Charleston White is off the hook. Charleston White has gained a lot of notoriety, a lot of publicity for his message and what he delivers. My personal opinion, a lot of things that he says is right, but it's his delivery, right? It kind of reminds me of Damon Dash, but not Damon Dash by far. I don't even want to disrespect Damon Dash and put Charleston White and Damon Dash in the same category, but Damon Dash has a way of delivering his message. Charleston White has a way of delivering his message. Charleston White has said things like death to gang members and a lot of people who our culture looks up to, Nipsey Hussle, King Von, people who culturally we praise, but has done bad things. Now these two brothers is deceased now. Nipsey Hussle was murdered due to gang violence. King Von was murdered to gang violence. It's been said that King Von himself has taken lives, but he was a successful rapper. A lot of people praise him for his music, you know, throughout the streets of Chicago and throughout the world. People took to King Von. King Von was put on by Lil Durk. So Charleston White doesn't praise King Von. He said King Von was a murderer, and there's no way that he will get praised to a murderer. And he said Nipsey Hussle was a gang member. And he also says things like death to the Bloods and the Crips. And we all know that the Bloods and the Crips as a street gang has been around for a long time, and it branched off throughout the country and throughout the world, and through every city in America. We have different cities and groups of young people who take on that responsibility or take on that culture and that lifestyle to be a Blood or a Crip, right? Well, Charleston White speak against all of this, right? And like I said, a lot of things that he say is right, but maybe his delivery is a little off. I'll just say that he says what we're scared to say, what we've always been scared to say. Why would I celebrate a culture of a group of people or people who represent a color that kills other black people, right? If you gangbang, why would I celebrate you when you got murdered by a gangbanger and you was a gangbanger and you represented killing other people that look like you, right? It makes sense. Why would I celebrate King Von when King Von killed other people that look like him, right? 15-year-old people smoking on Tuka and smoking on him and her, right? You're responsible for taking their life, and then you speak on them in terms of smoking them in a blunt, right? When you were alive, but you're dead now. And so many people still look up to him and they praise him and his music. But Charleston White says, why would I want to praise you? Why would I celebrate you when you took people's lives that look like you and now you're dead? I bring up Charleston White because Charleston White, and look him up when you get the opportunity. Charleston White has a lot of videos on YouTube. If you're watching the show right now, just open up another page on your internet or your phone and type in Charleston White. He's not a rapper. He's not a singer. He's not an actor. He is just a social media personality. Well, I wanted to tell you a little bit about Charleston White before I get into the reason why I brought up Charleston White. Charleston White has just done a podcast, and he does podcasts, Say Cheese, and he bounces around. As you know, podcast is famous these days, and he just did a podcast with the Danza Project show, and they had they had a guest by the name of Brittany Renner. I wasn't familiar with this young lady until I watched the podcast, this particular show. And on this particular episode, Charleston White was a guest, Brittany Renner was a guest, and they talked to her about her ex-husband who plays for the NBA, who just signed a $50 million deal for 3 years, but she dumped him. And now he's winning now, right? So they wanted to talk to her about that, amongst other things. But during this podcast, she was obviously under the influence. She was drunk, or it was something that she was going through where she stood up and hold on, a very attractive young lady. Okay? And I'm going to get to my point on why I'm even bringing her up, why I'm even bringing this up. She stood up. It was three men. No, it was 4 men and herself. She was calling people bitches and standing up pouring water on people. Like, took a whole bottle of water and just poured it on Charleston White, poured it on this guy, poured it on that guy, telling people to shut the F up, throwing things at people, kicking things off the table. Like, she really embarrassed herself, And the reason that I bring this up, because I want to talk about vanity. I want to talk about beauty. I want to talk about the benefits that beautiful women have being beautiful. The things that they can do versus the things that they can't do, socially and publicly. The things that's accepted. When you're blessed with good looks, and you're blessed with pretty eyes, and you're blessed with height, and you're blessed with something different outside of everyone else, you kind of get a pass in life, right? What does Sean Don mean by the pass in life? I mean, your jokes are a lot funnier. You can be late to class. You don't have to come to class. You will get a pass for doing things that everyone else can't do. It's not hard for you to get a boyfriend or a girlfriend. You're always liked. People always like you. People always want to be a part of you. You know, people was happy to be your friend. We've all experienced it in school and during our pupil stages, where we have people that was just blessed with something physical. You know, everybody loves you. You're funny. Your jokes are funnier. You don't even have to dress like everybody else, and you're still winning. When the other people have to actually put in some work, actually have to be blessed with something. I have to actually. Our guest is in the building. I'm gonna introduce him in a minute. What's up, bro?
What's the deal?
You're here. Good to see you, man. Make yourself comfortable. But you guys know what I mean. People that's just blessed, man. And obviously, this young lady was blessed with vanity. She was blessed with good looks, and she felt like it was okay for her to do what she was doing. And I want your opinion. Please give us a call, 313-355-6018. How do you feel about people that was blessed with good looks, blessed with pretty eyes, blessed with being able to light up a room when they walk in the room, right? Do they get a pass to do for their behavior? Because me as a man, or my brother as a man, if we would have went into a podcast room and stood up and poured water all over somebody, or would have been calling people all types of bitches and this, that, and the other, 9 times out of 10, we would have been canceled. You know what I'm saying? So I want your take on vanity. I want your take on how us as a culture, how we view people that's blessed with good looks, that's blessed with beauty and height and pretty eyes and naturally funny and can play sports or just something that they're good at outside the regular us. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to introduce my guest. My brother walked in the room and we're happy to have him. And man, we got a wonderful show. I'm happy to have this brother on. I want to introduce John Taylor to the room. This brother he actually came on my last show, but I thought that he held so much value not only to our media, but just to the community in general. So I want to give my man John Taylor the opportunity to introduce himself, tell us what he do. Man, check him out. What's up, bro?
Well, I'm good, man. I can't complain. Just to clarify, though, everybody know me as Brother Truth.
Brother Truth, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
No, you know what I'm saying? That's my Facebook name. That's not.
Okay, dig that. Brother
So,
Truth.
yeah.
All right.
No, I don't want nobody thinking I'm going, you know what I'm saying? Got all these names out here, but you know, I'm a urban farmer, community organizer. I don't really like the word activist, but community activist, by for lack of a better term. Youth advocate. Like just overall person who care about black people, you know what I'm saying, and where we headed, our future. You know what I'm saying? Of course, our present, but most importantly, where our future is going, because to me, that's the most important thing. You know, how you mold the future. You know, if you want to have a different future, then you got to do different things. You know what I mean? So you can't be doing the same thing that they doing in the present if you want to mold the future, if you want to change the future. So you got to change your behavior, and so you can guide the future and be a leader. You know what I'm saying? But by actions and not by just talking.
What inspired your business? Like, what inspired you to even want to get into herbs, man? Like, a lot of people call themselves herbalists. A lot of people think they know, but a lot of people, we don't know why a lot of these people chose to go in this avenue, this direction. So what even inspired you to even want to get off into being an herbalist?
Well, honestly, bro, it was a change of lifestyle. So, like, I started eating different things. I stopped eating meat per se, and like cutting, just only eat seafood. So I guess pescatarian would be the name, but I don't like putting labels. You know what I mean? I might wake up and want some chicken one day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
I haven't ate no chicken, beef, or none of that stuff in like 7 years, 8 years. I stopped counting after a while. But so it was a change of lifestyle. So I wanted to be able to control my own health and be able to take care of my own health. So I started studying herbal medicine, naturopathic medicine. I was blessed with some brothers around me that was connected to some to some well-established naturopathic and holistic doctors that were already embedded into the culture, into the scene, and I was able to get some consultations with them. They told me certain things I should do, certain things I shouldn't do. I took their word, and everything that they told me, was true, and by proof, not by just telling me.
Give us a couple names. Throw a couple names out there.
So one of the names is Dr. Kofi.
Okay.
Another name is Dr. Dawood.
Okay.
And he has a son by the same name as well. We call him Wu. But so I went and had a consultation with Dr. Dawood. He said some things to me that it was crazy, bro, because it was like he asked me my birthday and asked me my name, scribbled like some stuff down, and then just like broke my whole life down to me.
Say for real.
Yeah, so it was like, so I was taken aback. I'm like, man, like how you know what I'm saying? Like you do this, you need to, and I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there like, damn, like you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, whatever he tell me in my mind, I'm like, man, yeah, whatever he say, I'm gonna listen to it, because it was no way for him to know the information. Like even if he talked to my brother, they wouldn't know that type of stuff. We don't even talk about the type of stuff that he was saying. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, so it was real deep to me, on that tip. So that's what got me interested in it and involved in, exposing our people to it.
I have a question. You said that you don't eat meat, but you eat seafood.
Yeah.
A lot of and I'm asking this question because a lot of people that want to become a vegetarian but still want to eat some type of meaty texture, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, why not beef and pork, or just meat in general, but seafood?
So,
wait.
Okay.
And doing your answer, I want to know, is there a difference in seafood and meat? Because I myself thought eating fish and just seafood in general was a form of meat.
So I will say technically it could be considered a meat for sure, but in context we can definitely see that it's a difference between the meat of a fish and the meat of chicken and beef. And,
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. One of the differences is that fish don't have veins that run through the meat. They only have one vein, and it's like you take that one vein out, so they don't really have blood flowing through the meat. Even if you eat raw fish, it's not bloody. You don't eat, you know what I'm saying? So that's one of the differences for me that I saw. And when I was doing study and researching it, and you know what I mean, because some people don't classify fish as meat. You know what I mean? They I don't know what they would classify it as, or you know what I'm saying, but they might say, because some people don't look at chicken and turkey, they say poultry, and they look at that as different as beef, and they don't, you know what I'm saying? So it's you can get real technical with that if you want to, but for me personally, it was just that for one, that's one of the scientific technical reasons they don't bleed, and also just by studying a lot of history, a lot of our ancestors ate seafood. Like when you look at even old pictures on the pyramids and stuff like that, they hunting fish, you know what I'm saying? They ate meat. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our ancestors ate meat. And it's not, don't eat meat because I'm saying, oh, we was all vegan one time and all that type of stuff. It's not about that. It's just I don't trust where the meat is coming from. So if I was able to grow my own, let's say if I start growing chickens, I might eat chicken again. You know what I'm saying? But it's been so long, and I don't have no cravings for it. You know what I'm saying? So I know that it's not, I don't need it. Because if I needed it, then my body would crave it more so than like, a want. It would be more need. It would be like my body would really, you know what I'm saying? Like when I don't eat certain vegetables for a while, my body tell me that I need to eat them. When I don't eat certain foods or hydrate enough, my body tells me, okay, bam, you need this or you need that. Like my weight I ain't, you know, I've always been slim my whole life, even when I was eating meat. So it's not like my weight stayed the same. It ain't like I lost a bunch of weight or nothing like that. So
Okay.
it's pretty much the same.
How many meals you eat a day?
For me, I only eat like 1.5 meals, maybe
Okay.
2 meals a day, basically.
Okay.
And I got that from Elijah Muhammad.
I was about to say that. Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Eat to Live. Yeah.
And that's where I got a lot of my diet from, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Like for me, him and Layla Africa, they break down the black diet the best in my opinion, just from my study. Dr. Sebi is great, but that's what people don't understand is like Dr. Sebi is for extreme cases. So let's say you got cancer.
Right.
You should follow Dr. Sebi. You know what I'm saying? Then once you get the cancer, you can kind of you can taper it down a little bit. You don't have to be as extreme. You know what I'm saying? With the diet as Dr. Sebi was, you can maintain that diet, but you can give and take a few stuff. You know what I'm saying? A few things, but for the most part, his diet is to get you out of extreme sickness into better health. You know what I'm saying? From one end of the spectrum to the other end of the spectrum. You know what I mean? So that's why his diet is very disciplined. Not no hybrid. All you know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff. So you know what I'm saying? That'd be like the difference. So you know, for me, it was just like just doing his study, research, or history, and using science. Okay, this is healthy. I just feel like, you know, things out of the water are to me more healthier. You know what I mean? Like I don't eat a lot of bottom feeders. You know what I'm saying? As far as like crab and shrimp and stuff like that. But I do.
What's your favorite seafood?
My favorite seafood.
That's what you go to.
Honestly, probably it'd be salmon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Salmon, orange roughy fish.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you eat fried fish?
Yeah, I still eat fried food, bro.
Okay.
I try not to. I mean, you know, I hope you shouldn't eat it. It's not healthy for you, but yeah, that's something I never really shook. I still eat fried fish.
Okay.
You know, I still eat garbage every now and then. I ain't perfect. My diet ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying, eat.
But you're most definitely aware of what you put into your body.
Exactly, for sure, most definitely. Like I won't go too long eating garbage and don't pay attention to it and do a fast or do a cleanse of some sort. You know what I mean? And get back on a more disciplined routine. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the main thing: being conscious of what you're doing, being aware of it. That way, it won't become a bad habit for too long, where it's detrimental, where you can't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, a fast and some herbs will clear up anything that you got going on. You know what I'm saying?
I want to talk about the challenges of someone who wants to start eating clean, who wants to do better, who eats pork. Man, let's just call it how we see it, man. Who eats pork, drinks a gang of sugar all day long, you know, eats fried chicken, church's chicken, and eat that. What would you say? What would you say the first step to overcome these challenges? To what steps would you take to? Because we're talking about cold turkey. You know, a lot of people can't stop their habits cold turkey. But what would you say, like defeating these, like defeating that lifestyle, and taking a challenge? What would be like one of the easy first step for somebody who's even interested in eating better and caring about their health and wanting a better, healthier lifestyle?
I mean, the first step is being like understanding that you in for a challenge. You know what I'm saying, and being willing to do what it takes, and like putting your health before your desires. You know, So you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can eat all the Doritos, drink all the Mountain Dew you want, but do you care about your health in 5 to 10 years when you're going to have a kidney stone?
Come on.
You're going to have high blood pressure. You're going to have diabetes. You're going to have, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be on dialysis. Your feet going to be swelling up. You ain't going to be able to walk. You're going to be complaining. You 35 or you 40 and you talking about, oh, I'm just getting old. It's just, no, it's not. Your body not designed to just get old and tear down like that at 40 years old. Your body is designed to last a long, long time. Of course, the environment, the society with all the stress, the lifespan is not as long as it used to be. You know what I'm saying? But if you take care of your body, you know what I'm saying, you can live to be well in your 80s and 90s without no issues. You know what I'm saying? And be functionable and still be moving around. You know what I mean? So that would be the first step to me, is just realizing that your health is the true wealth. That's all you got. Like, without health, you can't do nothing.
You can't do
nothing. Know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing. So that's the first thing. And then just like you say, if you're not a person that just like, okay, I'm gonna be cold turkey. Cause me, it was just like once I realized it, I just stopped. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, damn, I watched certain DVDs, documentaries and stuff, and I couldn't erase what I saw and couldn't erase what I heard. I'm like, man, I can't keep eating this stuff. Like, I don't even want to eat it now. My appetite for it was basically like gone. You know what I'm saying? Like instantly. You know what I'm saying? But it was tough at first. You find yourself eating the same thing all the time at first when you stop eating meat because you're looking for a meat replacement, like a sausage or, you know what I'm saying, burger, veggie burger type. So once I got over that and just started eating food and just eating different veggies and stop trying to replace meat and just eat vegetables or eat, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, then it became a whole lot easier because you realize it's way more vegetables than it is meat.
Absolutely. Wow.
And then
Y'all hear that?
You know what I'm saying? Most people only eating 3 to 4 different kinds of meat, bro. They eating chicken and turkey.
Come on.
Beef, pork, or lamb or something, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's all really the same thing, you know what I'm saying? The same type of thing. That's the main meats that people was eating. Pork, poultry, you know what I'm saying? Beef or lamb. You know what I'm saying? That's mainly your meat that people eat.
Let me drop this station ID real quick. You are watching Put You On Podcast, live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Please like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ, the coolest station in the world. Please give us a call if you got a comment on healthy eating. If you want to do better, you want to eat better, we have a professional here who will be happy to answer your questions. And we're here for you. We're here to listen to you, and I don't care what your question is. And I'm pretty sure Brother Truth doesn't care what your questions is. Please give us a call. You know what, man? Let me drop the number real quick. 313-355-6018. Again, 313-355-6018. You know what, brother? I was riding today, and I said, man, I want to go to the store, and I want to buy some fruit. I want to get in there. I want to get heavy on the fruit. I was listening to Yada Awakening. You familiar with Yada? Mm-hmm. I was listening to Yada Awakening. He posted a video today that was talking about curing cancer. And he was talking about turmeric and natural ginger and grapes. And he was, and maybe you'll be able to touch base on this, the difference between high fructose corn syrup, processed sugar versus natural sugar. Because pineapples is sweet, grapes is sweet, kiwis are sweet. They have a form of sugar, right? But what's the difference in natural sugar versus processed sugar?
So like you say, right, you got high fructose corn syrup, right? So you got fructose, which is a natural. Fructose can be found naturally too, but for the most part in nature you're gonna have glucose. And then your body is going to turn fructose into glucose. But when you have unnatural sugars, your body is unable to break it down the same way that it would break down the natural sugars. So it's like a higher concentrated, and it's not doing the good things that natural sugars would do. So then, like when you have white sugar, you have all the nutrients and all the good things basically bleached out of the sugar. When you see cane sugar, which is like a light brown, darkish brown color, you know what I'm saying? Then you have different natural sugars. They're going to be darker in color. They're not going to look white. They're going to be brown or tannish. And the darker they are, the more natural they are. And you have different sugars made from so you got natural sugar cane sugar. You got coconut sugar. You got different sugars that you can make. You can make sugar from any fruit or most you know what I mean, just about processing it or whatever. So when your body goes to process these sugars, it's overcompensating because it's because of the high concentration of the chemicals in it. So let's say your body got to make 5 grams of insulin. So instead of making 5 grams, it's going to make 10 grams, which overworks your kidneys, which creates diabetes, kidney problems. You know what I'm saying? Like with these high sugar drinks. So that's how you get, really you're gonna develop more kidney problems from high sugar diet than you would a diabetes. With diabetes is gonna come from red meat. You know what I'm saying? So most people are gonna look at it like, oh, you eat too much sugar, you get diabetes. No, it's more like you eat a lot of starches. And then that starches, like I said, will be transformed into sugar into your body, which is glucose to your body. See what I'm saying? And fructose is more like the chemical. You know what I mean? And that's why it has an adverse effect on your body. That's why it's not like sugar has the same effect as cocaine on the brain. It was a Afrocentric school called Insa-Roma. They wouldn't even allow the students to be fed. If you feed your kids sugar, you couldn't bring them to school for an hour or two till it went down. They didn't feed kids certain things at breakfast, and they have a
Where was the school at?
It was, I forgot the exact location. It was called Insa-Roma Institute. It's closed down now. It got shut down, but it was a public African center school, started by a couple of people here, Baba Malik being one of them with D-Town Farms, and a few other sisters that helped them start too.
And if you fed your kids sugar before it was time to go to school,
couldn't bring them to school.
You couldn't even bring them to school.
Yeah, they didn't allow that. It was certain things you couldn't feed your kid, and they wouldn't allow it because of the effect. Because you basically sending your kid hyped up and doped up on sugar. So how I'm gonna be able to teach with a kid that's doped up on sugar, but people don't even take into a play, nutrition and mental and your brain's ability to function.
It's crazy you say that, man, because I've heard somebody say before that, like, you ever seen somebody drink a whole 20-ounce Coke or 20-ounce Pepsi Mountain Dew, and they'll kill it within a few minutes and be gone. They cannot stop drinking it. And I heard somebody say one time that the sugar inside of all of this liquid makes you think you need more. The sugar make you think that you just need more. You've already satisfied your thirst. At this point, it's not about thirst anymore. It's about the dope. I'm gonna call it dope.
Yeah.
The dope that's inside of this shit that's making you think you need more. And you done messed around and done drank a whole 20-ounce Faygo, a whole 20-ounce Pepsi, and still think that you need more. I mean, that's kind of crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? That this type of stuff works on your body like that. You know?
Yeah, man. It's a lot of people, we don't even really, like, people don't pay attention to the stuff that they put. They don't even, like, even me, before I got into how I was eating, I never really paid it, like, read the back of the, only thing I was reading is make sure they had gelatin or no pork products in it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But paying attention to, like, the ingredients and then looking up the ingredients, you know what I'm saying? Like red 40, yellow 5, all these dyes and different chemicals that they got. They putting the same stuff that they putting in motor oil in food, roach
motor
spray.
Oil.
Yeah,
roach spray,
radiator fluid, all type of things, like you know what I'm saying, where they getting their coloring from, like it's a raspberry flavor come from the butter the beaver.
I heard that.
You know what I'm saying? That's real shit.
I heard that.
No, that's real spill. Like, that ain't no fake or nothing. That's real spill.
So anything with raspberry flavor.
Hawaiian Punch used that. I don't know if it still got it, but it got pig sperm in it. And this is, bro, you know when I found that out? In 8th grade. You know what I did? I looked in the back of one of our science books, and it had the scientific name, and it said pig sperm, and then I went and looked on Hawaiian Punch, and it had that same thing.
And that's all they tried to give us when we was kids, man.
Yeah.
Hawaiian Punch.
Red Bull had bull sperm in it. Like, this is real shit. Like, this is not no faking. It's not lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you do that? Why would you want to put that in there to preserve the food so it'll last forever? Then just think about this. Like, when I was in prison, right? A dude showed me a can of tuna a package of tuna fish that didn't have an expiration date until like the year he was supposed to get out, and he had been locked up for like 8 years, and the expiration date was like 4 or 5 years.
Like, how does food last that long?
Oh man, how you keeping tuna fish? We talking about fish.
Yeah.
Fresh for years without going bad. What kind of chemical are you putting on it to make it where it don't go bad, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you putting on these fruit? Like, it's wax on apples. You know what I'm saying? Like, you supposed to run hot water to get the wax off. How do you apples,
but see, my question to you real quick is, how do you even beat that? Because I can imagine myself going to a fruit market, you know, and going to the apple section and going to the fruits, and I made a decision to not want to eat all the other stuff, but I said I'm going fruit shopping today. I just mentioned that I want to get into fruit, you know, and but these fruits has been sprayed You know, now we're talking about organic, non-organic. Now we're trying to not. Okay, the battle was to not eat meat. Okay, I'm off of meat. I want to go fruit. But now I got another battle. Now the battle is wanting to eat.
Bro. It's a dirty game. So for me, it was real simple. Grow my own, bro.
Grow your own.
Like, get you a small garden. You can, you know what I'm saying? You can put it in your backyard, your front yard, side of your house. Find a good spot with some sun. You can build you a couple raised beds, 4x8. You can grow plenty, you know what I'm saying, to feed your family in 2 raised beds. If you're just trying to grow enough for your household, you will have enough for you and about 2 other households. You know what I'm saying? Just in one grow season if you grow the right stuff. So that's one way. And then if you don't grow your own, know your grower. Get in touch with a local urban farmer or local farm that's not far by, you know what I'm saying, that follows organic grow or non pesticide where they don't spray it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people still using traditional methods or natural methods. I don't really like the word organic because all organic means is not grown with pesticides. Mm-hmm. So it could still be GMO seed. It could still be all kind of bull crap with that. You know what I'm saying? So you just want to get somebody who uses natural practices. Just let the seed grow, do what it do, keep the pests away with natural stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that way, you know what I'm saying, do it like that instead of, you got to have a hazmat suit on and spray the stuff, but then you expect people to eat it. Like, make that make sense. Like, people just, for me, it's just like, man, I don't want nobody to be in control of everything that I got going on. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I know one thing I can do is grow some food. Like, whether I know how to do it or not, that's real simple. It's not hard to grow a tomato plant. It's not hard to grow some spinach, some collards. It's not difficult at all. You know what I'm saying? You plant the seed, get the seed going, and it's basically going to do the work itself.
All you got to do is take care of it,
and water it. That's it. It's not no rocket science. It's not real hard.
I think it's dope, man, that you actually care, man. A lot of people do it for money. A lot of people do it for financial gain or social gain or whatever. But I think it's really, really dope, man, that you actually care enough about your people, man, to at least want to plant the seed, to give the information. Information costs money.
No, for sure. And that's why I would tell people, too, that's listening, man, like, to watch out for, like, all these people that just pop up out of nowhere. And then now they have this information, and then, okay, well, go to my website and buy this product and do this. Don't get me wrong, I have products that I sell. But you see, I haven't mentioned my website or mentioned anything at all. Not saying that we're not going to get to that, of course, because that's a part of the interview. But what I'm saying is that I'm established. Like, you can come visit my farm. You can come to where I'm at. I have somewhere where you can come visit. I'm not just on the internet asking you to give me money, and then for my personal gain, and you can't benefit nothing out of it. You can come to Liberated Farms. You can come pick some fruit or vegetables off my farm. You know what I'm saying? Without you can come you can come have access to me. You can come kick it with me if you local or you around. Most of these guys don't have that type of stuff. They don't have nowhere you can go get the healing, the products, or any of the stuff that they talking about or that they championing. So you have to be aware of these internet pop-up guys. Where's their home base at? Even when you looking local in Detroit, all these organizations, where did they go to? Where did these people come from? Who put them in a position to be the forefront of something? You know what I'm saying? How why do they just switch with whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to watch this stuff. There's just some, like, just me. I ain't hating on nobody. I ain't knocking nobody. You know what I'm saying? We all got a purpose, but you have people that are here to mislead you on purpose. You know what I'm saying? You have to be aware of that. Like, that's just the facts, because they not going to send somebody who don't look like us to mislead us, because we going to be untrustworthy of them off the bail. If anything fishy about what they saying, we go, oh, that's, you know what I'm saying? We going to dismiss it. But when it's someone of our own, we going to be like, oh, they wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Why would they do that? Why would they, you feel what I'm saying? Because they being paid to. You know what I'm saying? Watch their handlers. Watch where their funding come from. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk
about well, what did you bring? Because I seen you brought a bag in. What did you bring, man? Show the people what you stand by, what you brought, and I want you to give the people I want you to give your information, man. Where can we find you if they want to,
pull a little something out, man.
My brother bought a whole kit.
A little bit of everything, you know what I'm saying? So we got natural soaps This is parsley that I grow.
You can put it in the camera. You can hold it up.
Okay.
You can hold it up.
This parsley that we grew right here on the farm. You know what I mean? We just be selling that. Then we got our natural soaps, chemical free, all natural. We got stuff like this, like sea sponges. So this is straight from the sea, natural sea sponge. A natural exfoliant. We got the Palo Santo for the smell good.
Mm-hmm.
I got our pain salve, which is infused with THC, arnica, and CBD oil. It's not gonna get you, high or buzz or nothing like that. It's for the pain, for the medicinal.
Okay. People in pain that need.
We got our herbal teas in here. What else?
Herbal teas. What's in that herbal tea?
So in this herbal tea, this is our feminine blend. So we have black raspberry leaf, calendula, damiana, and peppermint. And I think there's another herb in here too, honeysuckle.
How do you? Let me ask you a question real quick about that tea. How do you blend tea like that without a bag? Because I know that tea that comes in the bag, it's already in the bag. You put it in a cup and you just pour some hot water in it. But the tea itself doesn't just, you know what I'm saying, just goes all inside of the cup. You know what I'm saying? It's in the bag. So how do you use tea like that? Like if I bought that tea from you, how would I use it?
So we sell what we call a steeper, which is basically a reusable tea bag.
Okay.
So they either be made out of metal or plastic. So it'd be like how you had what's the word for the grease when you pouring the grease into the you know what I'm talking about? It's kind of made from that material.
Okay.
When you used to have a can, your mom used to have the strainer, the metal strainer.
Okay. I'm with you.
So it's kind of like that, but you can clasp it together and put the herbs in there and use it as like a reusable tea bag.
Okay, that's amazing. That's
dope.
dope. That's dope.
We got one. I don't know if I got one in here.
But there is a way to be able to drink that tea.
Yeah. So it's like a reusable tea bag.
Okay, that's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Then
that's
I got some regular tea bags, so I could put it in there. And then also, like, you know how when people have the coffee makers with the filter, you could just put your tea in there and just make a whole pot.
Okay.
And you can use that more than once too. So once you can use it once and then use it about twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where can the people find you, man? Where can they go to buy these great products? I like Palo Santo. I got turned on to Palo Santo when I was saging a lot. Palo Santo was a holy wood.
Yeah, it smell a lot better and it's the same exact thing that sage do. So,
yeah, good stuff.
They can find us at naturespill.com. Naturespill on Instagram, Naturespill on Facebook. If they want to hit me up locally, they can hit me up on Liberated Farms on Facebook or Instagram as well. And then we got my number is 248-727-4751. That's 248-727-4751. So, if y'all are local, we deliver. We have fresh produce as well from the farm. So, like, we got kale right now, tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, basil, parsley, oregano, eggplant, stuff like that. We have some watermelon probably next week too. Watermelon to be ready next week.
And all this stuff was grown locally.
Yeah, grown right on our farm, man. Liberated Farms. Yep.
Man, that is amazing, man. Well, listen, guys, I want you to tap in, man, if you're interested in bettering your health or going into another direction with your health, or if you got any questions. I remember this brother came in to our last interview that we did, and he was talking about sea moss. It was so much I learned about sea moss because for a while sea moss was the thing. People was just running around drinking sea moss, buying sea moss, and I learned so much about sea moss. About real sea moss versus their sea moss. You know what I'm saying? But if you got any questions, please get his brother a shout, man. I'm pretty sure he'll be happy. Even if you didn't buy anything, I'm pretty sure that he'll be happy to just give you some information or give you a good direction to go in. What's up?
And I was gonna say one more thing too. This Thursday for the Lions game at the farm, we're gonna have a big screen out there. We're gonna have a bonfire. So if you come watch the game, we got the tiki torches and for the mosquitoes and stuff like that.
This Sunday.
this Thursday.
Thursday, okay. The game is on Thursday.
Yeah, this the first. They play the Lions play the Chiefs Thursday.
Okay.
So at Liberated Farms, which is 20100 Danbury. So if you want to watch the game for free, we're gonna have refreshments out there, popcorn while it lasts. Probably throw some burgers or something on the grill for the people who eat meat. Have me some veggie burgers or something out there. But
sound good.
So yeah, if y'all want to watch the games, y'all can pull up to Liberated Farms at 20100 Danbury. So yeah, that's in Detroit. That's right off 8 Mile and John R. So yeah, pull up if y'all want to enjoy the game and a good bonfire.
Good bonfire, good vibes, good knowledge, good people, good energy, good vibes, man. We all about good vibes, and what better vibes to have than to be around people who's all about embetterment, good health. And helping themselves. We want to live 100 years, so
sure.
We want to live 100 years, and we still want to be mobile, and we want to have a great life, and we still want to be able to do things, but we're not going to get there eating and drinking bullshit. So drinking 4 or 5 Mountain Dews and 3 Monster drinks and eating Cheetos all day long, people, we're not going to get there. And I'm sorry to be so blunt with it, and I got a lot of work to do myself, but the knowledge is first. So having the knowledge first, you got to, and then applying it. But you can't apply it if you don't have it. Right, brother?
That's for sure. Yeah, you gotta, and that's the biggest key. That's why I say, like, watch out for these people who not really applying what they saying. You know what I'm saying? They telling you to do something, but you don't have no idea if they actually living it. They don't have no space for you to come and actually visualize this work being done. You know what I'm saying? And actually see this manifest into fruition. You know what I'm saying? Like, into reality. Because that's what you should be doing. If I'm helping people heal or I'm helping people change their life, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not doing nothing. All I'm doing is exposing you to the things that are going to heal yourself. You're going to do it yourself with the discipline and dedication that you got to your own life. All I'm doing is basically just giving you, like you say, putting the water for you to drink. I can't make you drink it.
For sure.
I can tell you all this. Oh yeah, you can eat this and get rid of that and do this. If you do this, cleanse, or do this and do that, it'll get all every parasite in your body. If you go back to eating the same stuff you was doing, or you was doing that, or you don't have the discipline to maintain that
discipline.
You know what I'm saying? Then it does no good.
Discipline.
Yeah, that's the key. You know what I'm saying? Now, even myself, I gotta be more disciplined. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still eat fast food here and there. You know what I'm saying? Where they have veggie burgers or fish patties, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I catch myself.
So we're all a work in progress.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and everything in moderation. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't perfect. It ain't like we was raised in vegan oasis, and you know what I'm saying, where we could just eat every fruit. And you know what I'm saying? Most people only eating 4 or 5 different fruits. They not even thinking about all the different kinds of fruits that's out here. We don't even have access to it. You know what I'm saying? So that's a key thing, man. Just, don't get discouraged and don't feel like, oh, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. But just know that, put your life and your health before anything. So before you get to saying, I can't stop eating this, I can't. Well, you don't want to. You want to live a certain way. You want to go through certain things. You're going to have certain ailments. You're going to have certain. So just be prepared for that. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't eat bull crap, I would at least exercise. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot. That way you can push all that. You can push some of that poison out your body. So if you exercise, you know what I'm saying, you can get rid of a lot of things. You know what I'm saying, by pushing that poison out your body. You know what I'm saying, by exercising, sweating, drinking a lot of water, flushing your body out, stuff like that. So it's things that you can do. But the biggest thing is just wanting to be better and wanting to live different. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have to go a different path. You're gonna have to. You're gonna be at the function and ain't nobody thought nothing about to not cook nothing with meat. You know what I'm saying? And everything got meat in it. Oh, you eating you can get some of this potato salad. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of crazy you say that, man, because I was with a brother today. I no longer consume cannabis, and I was with a brother today, and I was standing next to him, and he pulled out his little blunt, and he was smoking, and we was just chopping it up, and I had no desire. I had no desire, back in the day, well, not even back in the day, but when I was smoking weed, like, man, let me hit that, or whatever, but I had no desire. I was just sitting there minding my business, doing my own thing while he smoked his weed. It doesn't make, it doesn't change my relationship with him, but I'm bringing that up to say that it's as simple as that. Like, if he's eating a pork chop and I'm hungry, but I know how bad pork is would do, what it would do for me, or how it wouldn't help me. I can say no, and be okay with saying no, being comfortable saying no, just knowing and being aware of what's good for you and what's not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And taking those steps. So, listen, you are watching Put You On Podcast live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Please like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. I want to give Brother Truth the biggest shout out in the world. I thank him for coming in. I learned a lot today. I hope you guys learned a lot today. It actually made me want to. I'm hungry. So when I leave here, I gotta go find something healthy to eat. You know what I'm saying? I gotta figure it out. You know, but again, it's a process, and we'll get there. I'm gonna finish the rest of my show. You're more than welcome to stay. I do want to take a picture with you on the outside before you leave, so you're more than welcome to sit in if you want to. You can actually engage if you want to.
No problem.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll stick around.
We started out our show talking about vanity. We talked about Charleston White. You know, Charleston White is a big social media influence. Charleston White is all over the place, and he's actually becoming more popular. I don't know if it's a good thing. I don't know if the way that he's obtaining his popularity is a good thing. But I know that he's done a recent interview on the Danza Project where we had Brittany Rayner on there, and she was pouring water on people and using all kind of language, calling men bitches and throwing things at people. And my question to you and this brother is how do you feel about people who's obtained, who has beauty, who never really had to put in an effort to get things done or get attention, or you know, they never had it hard to be liked because people just wanted to be a part of them. People wanted to be their friend. People wanted to be accepted by them. Even if that means walking down the hallway with them so other people can see you with them because they're popular. Does this young lady get a pass for her behavior because she's beautiful? Is this the society that we live in today? Right? I mean, she showed her ass. She even got to the point where she started giving people lap dances live on camera, and she is a mother. She is a divorced woman of an NBA player who just received a $50 million contract for 3 years because she left him, right? Does her behavior give her a pass because she's beautiful? I notice a lot in our community that people that's blessed with vanity or is in vain people do certain things for attention. They do things because they just do it and we accept it. So I want to know how you feel about it. I want to know how Brother Truth feels about it. If you have a comment, please give us a call, 313-355-6018. I want to know how you feel. Do these people get a pass? I'm pretty sure you would say that they wouldn't. But in society, the society that we live in, we tend to allow these people to do what they want. So, how do you feel? How you feel about that, bro?
I mean, you know, we just gonna be real. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Most people who, like, who other people consider attractive or, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, they are going to get attention. Mm-hmm. Now, some of those people know how to handle that attention, and it doesn't really faze them when they're not getting the attention because they're not really seeking attention. They just, you know, people find them attractive or find them nice, or you got a bubbling person, whatever the case may be, because it's all different kinds of things that people might be attracted or you get attention. And if you learn how to, you know what I'm saying, it's about learning how to manipulate it and use it for your own good. That's what most people who, you know what I'm saying, like an attractive woman or a handsome dude or whatever the case may be, they learn how to use that to their advantage.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the thing is when that doesn't work the way that you want, are you going to revert to being disrespectful, being rude, being snotty, you know what I'm saying, feeling entitled to the attention. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people feel entitled to the attention. So then when they don't get their attention, they become assholes, you know what I'm saying? They become rude, disrespectful people, you know what I'm saying? But you're going to always meet your match because there's going to always be somebody more rude and more disrespectful than you. It's gonna always be somebody willing to go to that extreme limit.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So let's just say, right, if I smacked you right now, no disrespect or nothing like that, I couldn't be mad at you if you had a pistol in your back pocket and you shot me. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can I be upset? Oh, yeah, all I did was smack me. You have to shoot me. You know what I'm saying? How I'm disrespecting you. How can I tell you how to react to disrespect? You don't got a right to tell nobody how to react to disrespect, or for one, putting their hands on people. So if somebody would have got up and, you know, put their hands on her or did something to her, then you would have people like, oh, well, you shouldn't hit a woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But she showed her ass, though.
But she showed her ass, and she pouring water and all that. So I might take you pouring water as one of the ultimate disrespects. That could be mean something crazy in my culture. Because different cultures have different meanings for different things.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You know what I mean? People be wilding. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, I try to avoid environments where I feel like the utmost respect not gonna be given, because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you the utmost. I'm not gonna disrespect nobody. You know what I'm saying? And then it'll be the same women she'd be the same woman saying, "Oh, black men don't protect us and this and that," but you totally you have no regard for the black man's authority. You know what I'm saying? A black man can't tell you nothing, but you want my protection. Like, it don't really work like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people live in a state of delusion. You know what I'm saying? Well, mainly women, for real. They're not even disrespecting them or nothing. It's just that they be expecting men to be a certain way that they not raising men to be. Like, if you're not a woman that's raising a certain type of man, you shouldn't expect other men to be that way. Now, if you raising your son to be that way, and you saw your brothers and your uncles and your dad, then of course, that's where you should go look. Go look at your brothers, your cousins, and your uncles, and are they the type of men that you want? And if they not, then you need to go, you know what I'm saying, back and rethink that.
Brother Truth, real quick.
And vice versa for women, you know, men.
Real quick, I'm sorry to speed you up and cut you off. We only got a few minutes. Yeah. Boss Your Life Up. We got to give our Boss Your Life Up segment. Every week we have a Boss Your Life Up on how you can be a better person, whether it's through eating right, doing something better to enhance your life. My Boss Your Life Up, and I want you to give a Boss Your Life Up too, on whether it's eating or how people can just be better. You know, real quick, I talked about vanity tonight. I talked about people that's just so caught up in beauty and looks and things that they can get away with. That's not conducive to what we're doing as a people. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan says, use your gifts, don't let your gifts use you. Use your gifts that God gave you, but don't allow your gifts to use you. You know, don't get so caught up in what God blessed you with and get out here and feel like you can do or say whatever you want to people, because it will backfire against you. All right? What you got for me, brother?
Man, for me, I'm going to speak to the fellas. I'm going to say, boss your life up and become disciplined in every aspect of your life, especially when it comes to your man rod, your guy rod, or your penis, or your, you know what I'm saying? Like, be disciplined when it comes to that, because I know that we not really, you know, in this society, we not really taught to be disciplined like that. We taught to just do whatever. You know what I mean? And it can put you in, as you get older and you start dealing with a certain caliber of women, you know what I'm saying? It could cost you. And you don't want it to cost you in the long run, you know what I'm saying? Because you will miss out on women who you can build with because you just chasing some, you know what I'm saying? Chasing some ass, you know what I mean? So be disciplined, fellas. Be, you know what I'm saying, in that aspect in your romantic endeavors, man. You know what I mean? When you got a good one, think about that before you do certain things and, you know what I mean, move certain ways.
Put you on podcast, man. We had another great episode. I'm thankful for Brother Truth for coming in. I'm thankful for you for watching. And we will see you guys next week with another great episode, another great guest. If you're interested, DM us, DM Roger on WJZZ. It's on and popping. Thank you.
Peace.
Man, you amazing, brother. You amazing, black man. You came through.